watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Thank you for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. I'll get to your top stories in just a bit, but first we want to check out the weather with meteorologist Jackie Layer with a check on what's it going to look like today. I know I keep saying it. Yesterday it was just gorgeous. You know, you felt a breeze and it was just comfortable.
Yeah, it felt really great out there yesterday. Today it was a nice start this morning. Now later on this afternoon, that's when you do have to be weather aware. We do have some thunderstorm activity that will be pushing its way through. So in terms of the timing, planning out the rest of your Thursday, right around noon, we're still looking at a mix of sun and clouds, still looking at dry conditions, temperatures into those lower 70s. We're talking mid to upper 70s for those high temperatures later on today. There's that chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms bubbling up right around 4 p.m. Certainly it will become a bit more scattered and widespread across the region as we're approaching sunset this evening. Right around 8 p.m. we're looking at those scattered showers and storms around. And some of these could be on the stronger side. The main threat will be those gusty winds and also those heavier downpours that could create that low visibility. So heads up and make sure you're staying weather aware today. But I'll have more details on that 7-day coming up.
All right, Jackie, thank you. Happening today, organizers holding a rally for Kilmar Abrego Garcia at the El Salvadorian Embassy in Northwest. The rally will begin at 4:30. Abrego Garcia was mistakenly deported to El Salvador back in March by ICE. The Trump administration has yet to bring him back, despite admitting it was an error. White House officials are maintaining their claim that he's a member of the MS-13 gang. And since then, courts, including the U.S. Supreme Court, ruled the Trump administration must facilitate his return home to Maryland, and several leaders have been pushing for his return. In a recent ongoing federal case, a judge ordered Abrego Garcia's lawyers and the Trump administration to submit briefings, but they say those legal documents are state secrets. And a federal judge in the district is hearing arguments in a case involving the Alien Enemies Act. The ACLU of D.C. is challenging the act, asking federal courts to bring back immigrants deported to El Salvador. The ACLU says those deported were not given due process. The act was used to send hundreds of thousands of Japanese Americans to internment camps back in World War II. The Trump administration has been using this act to quickly remove undocumented immigrants and send them to El Salvador. However, multiple federal judges across the country have ruled that the act was not properly used. And the conclave continues. Black smoke you can see there is again pouring out of the Sistine Chapel chimney this morning, indicate no pope was elected on the second or third ballot, selecting the new leader of the Catholic Church. It will likely take a few rounds of voting for someone to secure the necessary 2/3 majority. 133 cardinals are set to vote again on the successor of Pope Francis soon. And one thing the cardinals will consider, age, and the cardinal is a cardinal in his 60s. That could result in a papacy of over 20 years. And they also could consider picking a pope from places where the church is growing, like Asia or Africa. We are continuing to follow developments out of the Vatican, both on air and online. And one leading contender to become pope studied at Catholic University. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg was at Mass there at the Basilica and has more on what the parishioners are focused on.
At the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, Wednesday's Mass has Catholics saying extra prayers.
At this Mass, we pray the prayers for the election of a Pope.
133 cardinals will elect the next Pope, and the faithful have faith in the process.
I want the Spirit of God to take over the whole thing so that they will bring out somebody who will really do a very nice job for the Catholic Church and for the humanity.
Many parishioners are closely watching what happens in Rome, but not everyone.
I've intentionally not been paying a lot of attention, in part because I think we overly politicize some of these things. Obviously there are political forces, you could say, within the church, but there's also something kind of mysterious about it.
One of the apparent frontrunners for the papacy is Filipino Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. He went to the Catholic University of America, earning a licentiate in sacred theology in 1987. He completed his doctorate in sacred theology in 1991.
There's some local connection. Yeah, I didn't know that. And then, one day there'll be more American Cardinals, then we'll see.
Monsignor Walter Rossi says it's a process of prayer.
None of us knows who it will be or how long it will take, but we do know that it is under the guidance of the Holy Spirit.
All right, in the district, we have an update to a story we brought to you last fall. Some of the details might be disturbing. A man was caught on camera using a cucumber in a lewd act just around the corner from one high school in D.C. We've learned he will now serve time behind bars for a string of alleged sex acts caught on camera near people's homes. Court documents say 31-year-old Anthony Hines II performed the acts in broad daylight near D.C. homes, including on handrails, mere feet from front doors. Footage in one homeowner's backyard reportedly caught Hines using the handle of a garden rake in a sex act. Homeowners nearby told DC News Now they're relieved he's been sentenced.
Like, or private, anywhere in your backyard, man, it's not appropriate, I don't think. But again, there's only so much you can do. People are people.
There's always a bar raised on the shock factor of things that people would do.
And this raised the bar for you?
Yes, indeed.
Hines was sentenced to 6 months in jail plus 2 years of probation. This is after pleading guilty to 9 separate charges for the lewd acts and unlawfully entering private property. Also in the district, police have identified the man killed in a hit and run in Northwest. It happened just after 4 yesterday morning near U Street Metro Station. Police say a car hit Donnell Phillips on 12th and U Streets. Phillip died at the scene and the driver took off. Police say the car is a 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe with Maryland tags. Police also believe that car may have been involved in other robberies in the district, including one on Irving and Newton Street in Northwest earlier that morning. And we are less than 10 days away from the kickoff of World Pride events in the district, set to begin May 17th. It will bring thousands of people to D.C. over a 3-week span and feature concerts, parties, rallies, and sporting events. It culminates with the iconic and colorful Capitol Pride Parade on June 7th. The route starts in Logan Circle, winds down 14th Street, and ends on Pennsylvania Avenue, where Wicked star Cynthia Erivo will perform. You can find a full list of World Pride events and performances on our website at dcnewsnow.com. And you will now need to show a real ID or other compliant forms of ID if you want to fly in the United States. According to TSA, the new IDs have stricter security standards, and they were developed following the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Virginia DMV says about 61% of Virginians have their real ID, 160,000 of them issued in March. Maryland says 99% of its active IDs are real ID compliant. And if you don't have one, some other acceptable forms of ID include a passport, a tribal nation card, and a federal employee or contractor ID card. And next week's Preakness Stakes will mark the end of an era as Baltimore's famed Pimlico Racecourse gets a major makeover. A Maryland board approved a multi-million-dollar contract to begin the demolition and rebuilding of the legendary track. The vote comes 10 days before the 150th Preakness Stakes, which will run on Saturday, May 17th. It'll be the last time the second jewel of the Triple Crown will be held with the existing structures in place. Before the track is rebuilt on the same site, demolition will begin shortly after the Preakness. All right, switching gears now, let's get a full check on your forecast with meteorologist Jackie Layer. How's it going to look today?
I mean, out there right now or out there this morning, we are tracking really nice conditions. Now, later on this afternoon, that's when you do have to stay weather aware for those late day isolated thunderstorms as they bubble up, and some of those could be on the stronger side. Now, as we look towards tomorrow, Friday will be cooler, will be damp as well, but don't worry, that's not going to be pushing into the weekend. The weekend is still looking nice out there as that system that brings us the cooler and damp conditions tomorrow will lift out just in time for this weekend. More storm chances, though. They're back with us Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll get to that with that 7-day forecast coming up. But let's talk about planning out the rest of your day today. Mix of sun and clouds right around noon, right around lunchtime. By the middle of the afternoon, closer towards 4 p.m. is when we could see some of those isolated showers and storms starting to pop up. Later on this evening, closer towards 8 p.m., those showers and thunderstorms become a bit more scattered, a bit more widespread across the area. So certainly you want to make sure that you are keeping your eyes to the skies, especially later on this evening, closer towards sunset. Severe outlook for the day today. It's on the low end. It's a marginal risk, 1 out of 5 on that severe scale from the Storm Prediction Center. It includes much of our area, but areas off towards the north and west, like the mountains region, as well as far northernmost parts of our area, not included in that marginal risk. And now the reason why we'll see that potential for those stronger storms is because of this frontal boundary that's over the area, this stalled front, bringing us more of that wet weather being propelled across the region through the afternoon and evening. But like I mentioned, it's later on this evening, closer towards sunset, that we'll see a bit more of the widespread rain and thunderstorm activity. Some of these will contain heavy downpours and gusty winds. So those will be the two main threats. As we look towards tomorrow morning, we still have that frontal boundary close by. And then eventually we do see a low pressure system bringing us more of that wet weather on and off through the day tomorrow. So we'll be damp, we'll be cooler. And we'll also see those clouds too. A few of those showers lingering through at least Friday evening, right around 7 to 8 p.m. And then we'll eventually dry things out. And the weekend is looking great. But today versus tomorrow, today, mid-upper 70s, a little bit above normal for this time of the year with that thunderstorm threat later on. Mid-upper 60s, though, tomorrow. So certainly noticeably cooler to round out the week. But like I mentioned, don't worry. For your Mother's Day weekend, we are tracking those dry conditions as that low pressure system will exit off towards our north and east, taking all that wet weather with it. So we're looking at those dry conditions prevailing not only Saturday, but also on Sunday for all the moms out there. Really great weather for this weekend. High temperatures will be seasonable on Saturday, back in those lower 70s. We're talking upper 70s on Sunday on Mother's Day under mainly sun-filled skies. Starting off that next work week, upper 70s, but we do have some storm chances returning for Tuesday and Wednesday.
All right, it does look like Mother's Day is going to look really nice. And it's also this Sunday, which means many will be flocking to stores to grab their gifts. It's one of the busiest times of the year for florists. And rising tariffs on imported flowers could be impacting more than just the bouquet. McKenna Earnhardt with our sister station met with a local flower shop owner to find out.
House of Flowers.
It's peak busy season for flower shops around the country. With Mother's Day this weekend and tech graduation soon, flowers are flying off the shelves.
It keeps us afloat through the summer.
But just as customers buy flowers, florists like Justin Hughes, who has to buy most of his flowers from outside the United States, have now had to think ahead.
I stocked up on all of our containers ahead of time because I knew the tariffs were coming. But yes, some of our flower costs have gone up.
A majority of flower imports come from countries like Colombia and Ecuador. And Hughes just got this email about one of his orders, letting him know that there's now a 5% tariff surcharge on all flowers and greens. But Hughes says it's more than just the flowers he's worried about now.
One of our container suppliers, we get some colored glass from him, and that's going to be 4 to 5 months out because it's stuck on a boat coming from China.
But the floral orders keep coming, and stems keep getting trimmed. And while he loves what he does, he knows the next thing to see cuts are his profits.
Flowers are a luxury, basically, and people are going to spend on their necessities rather than their luxuries.
And happening today, 2 nonprofit organizations in Prince George's County are treating mothers with something special. A new inspired change, and Wellpoint, Maryland is hosting their 15th Mother's Day luncheon at the Prince George's Ballroom. It starts at 11 and it's for mothers facing hardships or homelessness. The theme for this year is She Rocks a New Grace. Mothers will be treated to lunch along with massages and pedicures. All right, after a day to rest, the Capitals are back on the ice tonight at Capital One Arena for Game 2 of the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Washington is looking to tie the series 1-1 after falling to the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this week. The Caps need to win 4 games of the next 6 to clinch the series and survive. Puck drop is set for tonight at 7 p.m. Can't wait. And looking ahead, the Wharf is hosting a free watch party for Caps fans for Game 3 as the team hits the road. It's happening Saturday at the Transit Pier starting at 5. There will be a DJ, activities, giveaways, and a team's mascot Slapshot will be there. Puck drop is at 6. And that's all the time we have for you this morning on DC News Now. Stick around for more news and weather. That's coming up at noon.